we are broadcasting. Damn, I heard that. Jesus. We are broadcast.
I have to mute the. Oh, let me say something.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dad. If you need to
Okay, I
say
just want to
something.
make sure I could. I want to make sure I could hear myself.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I had to mute the Twitch.
Right. Oh yeah. That's the thing too. You always gotta mute it, or else you get like the echo effect going on. Anyways, hello everybody. This is your host Anthony Bionis, from Mission Hard Podcast, and with me right now is Greg Dietz from the Overtime,
Hola.
and we are live. Well, this is not a post recording or anything. This is actual live shit. And we are going to talk about the VGAs because we just both saw the VGAs. It just ended, and if you guys haven't seen it, it's on right now on Spike TV or on
Playing it.
yeah. So
I'm sure they'll have it. If you want to stream it, they'll stream it on Xbox Live and on SpikeTV.com, so you can see it at any point in your life.
definitely. So another year, another VGA. It's kind of surprising. It's been 10 years that the VGA has been going on for a while. It doesn't feel like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like that, but I guess it is.
Well, I think it's also because there was a short span of the VGAs when nobody cared,
Yeah, that's true. That's
so it was kind of hard to. I don't know. I I will say this. I will say this about this VGAs.
okay.
It didn't suck.
Yeah, I was actually surprised too. Like it wasn't as bad as I
We
think
were
last
making it
year.
out to be.
Yeah, this past year has been actually not that bad. It actually was pretty good. I mean, yeah, the gripe I had and I posted on Twitter is that I wish that they balanced how many trailers they were showing to how many awards they were giving out, because it seemed like they were showing more trailers than they were giving out awards.
Right. I even posted on Facebook, while it was going on. Let me see if I can find that real quick, because I was really proud of it. I said there's this show on Spike TV where Sam Jackson is showing a bunch of world premiere trailers, and every once in a while they give an award, but it's not that often. It's not too shabby.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like it's yeah, uh, I think that I think it's a sign that the VGAs is maturing in a good way, but also like because they had, I guess, a lot of feedback and a lot of advice from I guess even the panel itself, the judges took to know as far as like what the VGA should be and what direction it should be going, and not like dude bro show and all this dumb crap.
Yeah, it was the Bro Awards, as my brother had dubbed it one year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when we did the podcast last night, one of the big things that we kept talking about whenever we brought up anything that do the VGAs, I mean, the title of the episode was called "The Fucking VGAs" because
Oh yeah.
we felt like all the awards were going to go to Halo and Call of Duty, and apparently, from what I've been reading, I don't think any awards went to Call of Duty.
Yes, that is shocking.
Which is insane.
I know, really, because I thought, okay, the first category, well, for best first-person shooter, I thought that was for sure going to go to Call of Duty, but actually no, it went to the Borderlands 2, which
Yeah, I was super excited.
yeah,
about.
so was I. I was like, wow, for
I
what
was very happy with that.
for once they actually have brains. It's like the minute that happened, I posted on Twitter, I was like, holy shit, they have brains. They know what they're
Yeah,
doing.
I tweeted shortly after after it was over, and I said, "Thank you, judges, for not sucking ass this year and voting how it's supposed to be voted." Like I highly underestimated the VGAs this year.
Right, definitely. So have I. In that regard, like I think that they're going in the right direction. Hopefully, this will keep going to something that we've been dreamed that we just talked about was like like a Grammy or an Oscar kind of winning type of deal. So yeah, I mean, like thoughts aside, there were. I mean, like Samuel L. Jackson as the host. I mean, I have no problems with it. He is what he is, and it's He's done it before, so I'm not surprised that he's at it again. The only thing that was annoying about it was like I wish I didn't bleep him out so much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, that was irritating to me, too, because it wasn't just bleeping, it was cutting all sound.
Yeah.
I don't mind the bleeps because I can handle bleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, that's still a noise, but when it's, like, come dead silent, it just sounds weird, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just me, though.
Definitely.
Maybe not just me, but whatever.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, yeah, like, I think... I'm trying to think of the other moments, like,
I like your tweet about. Well, let's go to our Twitter page, and we'll read off our own tweets, and then discuss what happened when we tweeted that.
Right. I will say first off that I am glad that the iPhone or my iPhone can stream the VGAs, because like that was like my saving grace. I won't go into any detail, but yeah, stomach can kill you sometimes.
I had the on my computer, because I have my computer and television right next to each other, and on my computer I had the VGAs, like the backstage stuff streaming.
Mm-hmm.
While on the main screen on my TV, I had the actual show. So
what was going on in the backstage? I wasn't even checking it out.
Oh, people from SourceFed, which is, I don't know if you know who they are. If you don't, real quick, they're a news group on a news/comedy group on YouTube, and I highly recommend everyone go subscribe to them. Simply because they are genuinely funny. They have brains, and they basically have 5 videos a day, Monday through Thursday. And those are stories that are going on right then and there. They write short little bits. They film for about an hour. It's about a 2.5, 3-minute video. Sometimes they go to 4 minutes, but 9 times out of 10, what it is 2.5 minutes. And then on Fridays, they have a commentary, where they just sit on the couch and be themselves while reading comments from people, and it's absolutely hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday and Sunday, they usually have different things. Sometimes they have bloopers throughout the week. Sometimes they'll have a thing called the movie show, where they review an old school movie. Sometimes they'll just have a movie review where they review a new movie. Sometimes they'll have sketches. It's all whatever. And I found them about, I don't know, 4 months ago, and I've been just watching them every day ever since, and I absolutely adore them. So
nice.
So they were reporting live. 2 of their correspondents, I believe. I only saw 2. I don't know if there's any more.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was Allison Hayslip from Nerd Machine, which is Zachary Levi's brainchild, I guess. I think there's a thing that Zachary Levi kept saying when he was on stage, or whenever he was talking to the camera, about like, I wanted to make a brand that was like Nike for nerds. Now, here's where my problem comes with that. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I know.
What you're doing when you say something like that is basically like, jocks are still better than us, or people who are not nerds are still better than us, so we have to have something that is equal to them. Fuck you.
Yeah, like they were improvising the whole nerd thing a bit too much in the VGAs. Like, I mean, like, yeah, sure, we admit we are nerds and we embrace it, but like, you know, you don't have to, I guess, reinforce it or kind of like, you know, put it out there in the open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, but what do you think about the orchestra? Because I'm kind of watching, you know, the TV now because it's just replaying the whole entire VGAs. What do you think about the orchestra using for some of the trailers?
When they did the orchestra for all the Game of the Year games, I mean, that literally gave me chills. I think anytime you have an ensemble or like an ensemble cast of musicians doing something, orchestra or whatnot, and you make it relatable to something, it can build a certain emotion. And as I have not played 2 of the 5 Games of the Year nominees, I still got chills. I was still like, wow, that's really cool. Like, it shows that maybe these people actually give a shit this year.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
they like it's kind of like the like now how comic books are not looked at as just kids shit.
Mhm.
It's now adult stuff too, and that's how I kind of felt when I saw the orchestra. Like Tommy something or other, he used to do music for video games back in the day,
Oh
and he
yeah, definitely. And like I was really wishing to go to one of those concerts.
Mhm.
And it's too bad that it ended. I think I don't know exactly when it ended, but like it ended pretty early. But the idea of like the video game music orchestra and the going coincide with the trailers was really I applaud that. I really dig that. That was great. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
very happy with how they handled it.
yeah, I really
I'm on a slightly side note.
yes.
I'm on the Spike VGA Awards wiki page,
Uh huh.
and people keep coming on and changing stuff
No
every
way.
time I refresh. Easily one of the funniest things is Game of the Decade. Right now it says Modern Warfare 82, Follow Hussein, 26. In Roman XXVI. Actually, I'm gonna take a screen cap of that because that's actually really funny.
That's funny. What do you? Speaking of game of the decade, like Half-Life 2, that was out of the games. That's hands down like I believe like one of the the obvious choices to make for that award. Um, yeah, like I definitely enjoyed that pick. Although I kind of wish Gabe Newell will say something.
Yeah.
It's like hey, thanks for the award, and then like left. It's like you know. I kind of miss what they did last year with the Hiroki Kojima kind of like a little history into it and then giving the award. I kind of like that more than I did this year, where it's just like it's Half-Life 2, and then they go on stage and get the award and leave.
Well, it was something that my dad told me back in the day about award shows is that they aren't really about giving out the award; they're about entertaining the audience.
Mm.
And I completely agree. That's why the speeches, are short. That's why there is, get the fuck off the stage music because we have shit planned.
Yeah.
That's why every year you see a new award show. It almost is what this is. What this exactly was is it was 80% show, 20% awards. I wouldn't even say 20% awards.
Yeah.
The award stuff was so small and insignificant in an award show. It was unbelievable. Now I'm not saying I wasn't entertained. I think anytime they put Sam Jackson into a video game, that shit was hilarious. However, it wasn't an award show by the standard of giving awards.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's true. I mean,
It was good.
yeah. No, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was a great. It was better than last year. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, like there's like so many things going on in this VGAs that I think they improved on a lot. The weird thing that it's cool to have a DJ create entertainment. It's kind of weird like to have that. I mean, I know they're trying to be creative, but like to have that thing like attached to his back to like the ceiling, to feel like
What the fuck? Like, was that for safety purposes?
no. I think that's just to make it seem like he's connected to the video game world, or like he's like the whole Matrix type of shit. For like I don't know. It's if anything, it's like something related to video games or something along that. I'm not quite
Oh.
sure. It was weird.
I couldn't tell what it was, and it wasn't really that great. So I was like, well, all right, whatever.
Yeah. So let me think.
I'm gonna refresh the Wikipedia page and see if anything funny comes up again.
Okay.
No, that's great. I
Okay.
have to screen cap that one. It says the show is produced by Game TV's Jeff Niley from Lying Poopy Heads.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love fucking this occasionally.
Man, they're trolling that shit up, aren't they?
Oh
Damn.
my god.
Awesome. So I'm gonna Polygon already put up some of the stuff, the game choices. I think we should just go straight at the bat and just start from the end and like just kind of I guess work around and see where we go. But like,
all right, well, give me one second here to get everything kind of situated on my pooter.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm still looking at the information on the page to see if anything funny comes up again, because I don't want to miss it. Somebody said best Xbox 360 game, Brink.
That's awesome. Okay, so I gotta ask, which trailer were you more excited or most excited for?
Oh my god, I had the biggest boner for BioShock Infinite. Like,
yes, oh man, that was so cool.
I'm so excited for that game. It's not even funny.
Yeah, and the thing is though is that it was funny because like when when the trailer that came out, I think like a week after Dishonored, everyone was like saying, "Oh, it looks like Dishonored," even though they're doing it prior to Dishonored was doing. And then they show this, and it's like, holy shit, this looks so good. It's far away from Dishonored as you can possibly can, because like you're going off the rails, you're shooting against the handyman, you meet the the girl in the main story.
She got a boob reduction.
Yeah, she did. They did that change, I think, a few months ago.
I'm sorry. Game of the year went to apparently Modern Ops 8 Prepubescent Simulator. Oh, this is fun.
Damn, where's that?
I'm having fun right now.
What's that page? Hang on, I'm gonna put that shit on stream. Just go to Wiki and VGAs.
I just went to I just typed in Spike Video Game Awards on Wikipedia.
Okay. Oh man, that is awesome. Hang on.
Fresh.
Actually, I'll put this.
Lion Poopy Heads is still up there, which is impressive.
Come on. Nothing yet. There we go. Okay, so it's on stream. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh shit. Oops. Sorry, Polygon.
Is there a reason you have Fluttershy at the bottom of your screen?
Just because,
The answer you're supposed to give me was because she's awesome.
She's best pony.
Poopy Heads is down.
Aw. Alright, hang on. There we go. So,
screen capped all of that. I can send it to you if you want, so you can post it on there.
I got it on stream right now. So.
No, I mean the pictures that I took. I can send them to you so you can put them up on the stream.
Oh, gotcha. Xenoclash Game of the Year. That's funny.
That's if you really care enough. I mean, whoa.
Okay. Oh, cool. So XCOM did win. Yay.
Oh my god, oh Jesus Christ, that's awesome. I just refreshed it again, and that whole upper paragraph is gone, and it just says, Doritos Pope lied to us. Legend of Zelda was announced at the 2001 VGAs.
Nice. Man, they're really going at it on this. But yeah, like, let's talk about the Game of the Year, because well, first off, before I say like,
so we're going from the bottom up.
Yeah, so let's go from Game of the Year. Like, okay, so what a shocker! Walking Dead wins it.
Oh no, none of us voted for that. None of us thought we were going to get that one.
It was funny. John Abaya from Artistic Alliance tweeted like, "Yeah, that was my Game of the Year," which I'm not surprised. I mean, like
a liar.
I mean, he has been tweeting an awful lot about that game. But
here's the thing. I need to actually play that game. I mean, my biggest problem is that it costs money. So it's
perfect. Yeah, right now it's perfect time because like 4 chapters are out now, and it's officially like done as far as like the first season of Walking Dead on the game wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a shocker. That was a complete shocker. I think everybody wasn't thinking that it was gonna win that award.
There's a girl on Facebook that I know that was rooting for Mass Effect anything, and the fact that Mass Effect didn't win anything, she's like flipping tables and punching shit.
I think I know who you're talking about.
She's a cosplayer.
Is she the one that dresses up as Yoko?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I got her. Yeah, I was reading some of her. She was all mad. She was like, "Yo, we didn't win anything." So
yeah, she's
like,
and then one of her friends posted on there that what did her friend say? It was really funny. That Brink was the cancer of the year, and I'm like, too bad that game came out last year.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Majority of these stuff on the wiki are accurate, right? As far as like the awards going, except for Xenoclash, because like that's obviously not the.
Wow! I just refreshed it again, and now above everything, it just says, "Hey guys, did anyone else think Black Ops 2 should have won Game of the Year?" Pretty funny.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago, I saw that Studio of the Year was for 343. Now it's Telltale Games, so I don't think we should go off this one unless you have better. I'm actually going to go back to the Spike TV website.
I'm on Polygon's website, and they are they have a list. Yeah, they have a list of some of the awards, not all of them. But yeah, Studio of the Year was Telltale Games. Did any of us vote for that?
For Studio of the Year?
Yeah.
Nope.
Wow.
Me, you, and Mike did 343, and Chris did Gearbox.
Wow.
So none of us got points on that one.
I see. Wow.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm put on stream. Yeah. Like.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So the Spike TV website does have the winners up.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Awesome.
So we're going to best. Okay. Let's see. Studio of the Year was Telltale Games. All right. Cool. Best 360 game was Halo 4.
Obviously.
Which we all got points on that one. So I'm not even going to mark a point.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the point in that?
Yeah. Seriously.
Let's see. PS3. Oh, why not actually click on it? There we go. Went to Journey.
Did I pick that?
Nope. No. You picked Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh, okay.
I think you said that Journey deserves it, but you thought that they were going to pick Assassin's Creed 3.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Show off my gut.
Best Wii/Wii U game went to New Super Mario Bros. U, which I am the only one that got points on that. Woohoo!
What do you mean? I got that too. I said, oh no, I took that back. Yeah, it's on you. Yeah, right. Forgot about that.
So I get a point. Let's see. Whoops, went to the wrong page. There we go. Best PC game goes to XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Yeah.
Me and you are the only one that got points on that.
Awesome. Yeah, like that was an obvious choice in my opinion. I think that XCOM is a really great game and deserved that award.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Best shooter went to Borderlands 2, which they did announce on the program.
Yeah, the very first award.
Which none of us thought was going to win.
I know. We were all saying they deserve to win, but yeah, with Call of Duty in there, we all assumed. Which goes again tells you that the judge panels, which were a very wide diverse of.
Which means that next year, when we look at who's voting again next year, we cannot underestimate them.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest problem we had this year, was we're clearly underestimating them.
Definitely.
So best action adventure went oddly enough to Dishonored, which I did not expect.
Yeah, I got that.
You were the only one that. Yeah.
I was the only one that got that right. Oh my god.
And then you and I are tied for 2.
Okay.
I thought Darksiders was going to win that one, but then again, I knew that by voting for Darksiders, I was kind of like, I was shooting myself in the foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Best RPG went to Mass Effect 3. So they did win.
Oh, okay. All right.
And me, you, and Mike got that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So boop, boop, and boop. Best multiplayer game went to Borderlands 2.
That was...
Which Mike is the only one who got that one.
Yeah, that is... wow. I mean, that is a bit of a shock. I mean, as far as, like, out of the games that were in there. Because you would think, as far as when it comes to multiplayer, you would think, like, either Halo 4 or Call of Duty would be good front runners for that award. It's because the multiplayer is so good. But Borderlands 2, wow.
It is. I mean, honestly, in all honesty, it is the best multiplayer game. Like I said, with Call of Duty and Halo 4, I had unbelievably large amounts of lag. Like like it's a constant thing. Like yes, I'll have full matches, I'll have full hours where there's no lag. I'm having wonderful games.
Hmm.
But the fact that I never experienced lag in Borderlands 2, that I never experienced a problem hopping in or out of someone's game, or vice versa, in the sense of somebody hopping into my game.
Right, right.
It is such an immersive experience that it becomes one of the best games, in my opinion, in my full opinion of every game that's come out this year, the best game to come out. So the fact that it was not nominated for Game of the Year actually pisses me off a little bit, but at the same time, it's kind of like, whatever. I mean, it's just an amazing, amazing game. So
Right, right.
but yeah, so I didn't vote for it because, again, the rule was vote for who you think is going to win, not who you want to win.
Yeah.
All right, so best individual sports game went to, it's loading, SSX. Nice one. Nice
Awesome.
call on that, Anthony.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, like, I had figured that out of the games in there, that I think SSX would stand out a bit more, just because I think more gamers, or at least the panel, that were, the judges were there, probably played that more often in the past, and didn't have played like the other games. Not to say there aren't that many sports fan gamers, but yeah, I think that's how it would roll.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought WWE would have won because just fucking VGAs was my thing.
Same here.
Best team sports went to NBA 2K13, which Chris voted for.
Mm-hmm.
I actually when I typed it in, apparently I put 12.
Oh.
Change that to 13. There we go. So I got to give Chris a point. Oh, he actually gets a fucking point now. He's on the board.
Yes. Yes.
Best driving game goes to Need for Speed Most Wanted. Son of a behind.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kicking my butt right now, dude.
Yeah.
Mike's actually tied with me now, so you are in the lead with 5.
Nice.
Best song in a game goes to... I keep clicking away from it for stupid reason. Wow.
I know.
Okay. Best song in a game goes to Cities by Beck.
I saw that too. Yeah, I was surprised by that. I was like, wow. It beat out Linkin Park, and it beat out... Wasn't Linkin Park supposed to perform tonight? What happened to that?
They did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they performed... they performed their song... I want to say an hour and a half into the show.
Oh, okay. I must
hour and 15, yeah.
I must have missed it. Okay.
Yeah, it was awful. I don't like Linkin Park at all, so...
Yeah.
And, if you have any listeners who are like, I love Linkin Park, I'm going to get skewered, but I don't care.
If you listeners out there, if you like Linkin Park's past work, then I do applaud that, because their past work was more better.
Best original score went to Journey, who no one voted for.
Yeah, I can respect that. I really.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I should. Here's my thing. I knew that the soundtrack was up for a Grammy, and I should have said that it was going to win Best Original Score.
Mm-hmm.
But my mindset was such in a negative place about it being the fucking VGAs, I kept voting for that. So.
Yeah.
I kept voting against it. Now, I should have thought about that, but I didn't. So, moving on. I'm fucking wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Best graphics went to Halo 4, which, haha, Chris, in your face.
Yeah. Yeah. That was kind of an obvious choice.
Every time I get one right, you are with me, and it's driving me nuts. Let's see. Best indie game goes to Journey. That's right. They announced it on the fucking show.
Yeah, they did.
I'm like talking over here about things. Let's see. So, Mike, me, and you stop being on the same ones as me. Best fighting game. I think you said this earlier. That Persona 4 won.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I was kind of a shot in the dark, but apparently that won.
You're telling me, man. You're the only one that got that right, too.
Yeah. Which, hey, first of all, awesome that they chose the right one, and second of all, they didn't choose Street Fighter second. So that I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad.
Wow, really?
Actually, in this
Best handheld game went to Sound Shapes.
Yeah, I saw that.
None of us voted for that one. For sure, New Super Mario Bros. 2 was going to win that one. Best performance by a human female, that went to Melissa Hutchinson as Clementine.
That I had an issue with. That's just,
I agree. I think that, I don't think she did a bad job by any measure. I just don't think that she was the best out of the four.
Yeah. So, real quickly, when you saw Jessica Alba on stage, didn't she look pretty high?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's when we go through our tweets as we went through the night, that was definitely one that made me laugh when you put it up. I was like, she looks baked. Also really sweaty for no reason.
Yeah, what is up with that? She's on
sitting.
Yeah. But go on, sorry.
So, justice be done for best male performance best male performance went to Damian Clark as Handsome Jack.
Yeah. That was great.
It was me, you, and Chris who got that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, Chris is lagging hardcore right now. Alright, let's see. Best adapted video game goes to The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I think we all got that right, except for Mike.
Everyone but Mike.
Yeah.
Mike voted for Transformers.
Mhm.
So let's see. Points to Chris, me, and you. You're at 11 points right now, by the way.
Jesus, I am kicking everybody's ass tonight.
Oh,
yes.
You're whooping it ass right now. Best DLC goes to Dawn Guard for Skyrim. That one too. So don't.
No, it's not that. It's something on Twitter I just clicked on. It's on stream right now.
Thought you were laughing because you're kicking my ass.
No, I'm kicking your ass regardless.
You won because you're 4 points ahead of me, and there's only 2 categories left, so you win.
Yeah.
Best downloadable game went to Walking Dead.
Okay.
Walking Dead just swept the fucking board.
Yeah, Jesus.
Money on Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Mike lost because Chris just passed Mike.
What was the best social game?
I'm getting to that right now. It was the last one. You don't know Jack.
Okay.
Enough, which none of us saw coming. So another category that doesn't kind of count.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And there was a few other categories that were not listed that were in the show, like Character of the Year.
Went to Claptrap.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty sweet. I do like the little cinematics of each character, like out of character, like Master Chief and Commander Shepard's, both of them. Yeah.
By the way, most anticipated game is Grand Theft Auto 5, which is not a shocker. It's not my most anticipated just because I'm not the world's biggest Grand Theft Auto.
Right. I don't know. Like the other games that were in the category was pretty good. Like Bioshock Infinite would have been my pick, or Last of Us. South Park and Tomb Raider, or I would probably put them in like second to that. But yeah. Wow. So what was the total scores for everybody?
I just closed it. No, I have it in my. I don't have it in front of me yet. I'm sitting there going like, I just closed it. I don't know. Mike was in last place with 4 points. Chris was in third with 5 points. I came in second with 9. You came in first with 12.
Damn.
So out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 games. You got a little under half.
Nice.
Correct.
Nice.
But, it was enough. It was more than enough to win our little thing, so.
Yeah, definitely. Wow.
I'm glad I didn't make that bet.
What, man?
I actually have a bet with somebody right now.
Oh, really? For what?
That is, so now this has nothing to do with the VGAs or whatever, but you've seen the trailer for, or the teaser trailer for Star Trek Into Darkness, right?
Yes, I have.
There's a huge debate online, which I'm sure you've heard about, with it being Gary Mitchell or Khan.
Yeah, I was confused at first. Like, is this something like related to Khan, or is it something?
Well, the reason people think it's Khan, and the reason I think it's Khan, is because the name Khan's been thrown around like tissues at a jack-off party. I mean, it's just that name has just been thrown around in unbelievably a lot. Now, J.J. Abrams is one for misdirection, so it's totally possible it's Gary Mitchell. Now, Gary Mitchell is a character from the original series that was in the second episode that got special powers from radiation in space, and he went with great power comes. Or no, it's not great power comes great responsibility. It's absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Right.
It was that whole motif during the episode, and Kirk ended up killing him and then shooting him into space in one of those pods, much like Spock did in Wrath of Khan. The reason that people think that it's Gary Mitchell is because the plot synopsis for the character fits more of Gary Mitchell than it does Khan. However, as I pointed out a gazillion fucking times, this is an alternate universe, an alternate timeline. It literally could be anyone. It could be a new person for all the fuck we know.
Yeah, seriously.
So we can't sit there and say who it is. However, doesn't mean I'm not going to take a bet. So I actually have a bet with a friend for a steak dinner that I say it's Khan, he says it's Gary Mitchell, and whoever wins has to buy a steak dinner. So cross your fingers, it's Khan.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's I can't wait for it. It's gonna be great, and it was the last Star Trek movie was pretty good, so I'm hoping that I really do wish it is Khan, because I think that everybody wants for the sequel to be the Wrath of Khan. So
yeah, I think Khan. First off, I think Khan is more of a recognizable character than Gary Mitchell. Gary Mitchell was in a half an hour episode back in the '60s, whereas Khan was a huge character in easily one of the best Star Trek movies to ever be made, and is constantly quoted today. So it's kind of like, does Abrams take obscurity over popularity? Probably.
Right.
Will he take character development over I can't think of the other word I was going to use, but the idea that I'm getting at is we don't know what Abrams is up to. We don't know how the universe has changed necessarily, because it is in all essence a brand new story. He even said in an interview a long time ago, like, the greatest thing about resetting or hitting the reset button on the timeline for the Star Trek universe is the page is blank. You can write whatever you want, and I agree.
Right.
I don't think anyone was expecting it to be them to reset the timeline, but now that it is that way, I'm super excited for it. I think it's going to be a fantastic movie, and regardless if I'm right or wrong on whoever the character is, I think that the movie is going to be good.
Let's see. So CS16 in the chat's asking about what other games were announced besides Dark Souls 2. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I in my Twitter, I posted every single one that was there. If you want to follow me, it's at Chub Rock Geek.
Yes.
So let's go through our tweets as we.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll put them on stream.
So my first one was watching the VGA pre-show was cringeworthy.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed the pre-show. What was going on? Like, I was trying to.
So there's two people there from YouTube. One I recognized, one I didn't. And whenever they were interviewing celebrities, the celebrity just kind of acted like they were small potatoes, and just didn't really care. And so there's a lot of moments, especially with Sam Jackson, that I'm just like, oh, it's so awkward. It's so uncomfortable to watch.
I heard that the people on the red carpet would look pretty pissed, even though they won an award.
Yeah, because it was like, like they surprised Melissa Hutchinson for the voice actress thing, and she's just kind of like, why are you handing me this award now? Why is it not on stage? She wasn't told. Nobody was told that there's going to be awards given at the pre-show. So like the people who were given the awards, the YouTube celebrities, were very, yeah, you get an award. Like, you didn't know? No, I didn't know. Why wouldn't someone tell me? They kind of seemed a little bitter, but at the same time, like, appreciative that they won it. It was very bizarre.
Right, right.
My favorite one was when what's his name? A guy won an award for something. I don't remember what it was, and his exact words were, "Is anyone really watching the pre-show? Why did I get this award now?" And that was like his legit thing that he said, and I started laughing.
That is.
I wasn't even looking at my computer screen. I was just laughing.
That is funny.
So. But right before the VGA started, I took a picture because I thought it was really cool, and my tweet was, Allison Hayslip and I now have something in common. We both interviewed Jennifer Hale and Allie Hillis, and I took a picture of it, so I don't know if you can pull that up on your...
Oh, yeah, I can. Hang on. On your...
Yeah, it's a twit pic, if you will.
Oh, okay. Crap. Send me a link.
Alright, what was your first tweet of the night?
I'm trying to go back, and I'm trying to actually have to log on Twitter. My tweet that doesn't go as far as I hope so. I do remember, like, I think I said something. Hang on. Oh, give me a minute. Let me log in. Did someone just message me?
I messaged you.
Oh, okay.
On Skype.
All right. Well, I'll put that up in the meantime. Okay, so, oh wait, oops, go up, get my profile.
Oopa! So that our listener is not bored, the next thing I tweeted was, Sam Jackson's intro was pretty rad.
Oh, okay, so, yeah, because the first tweet I put out about the VGAs was, alright, VGA surprised me this year, and in the very next second, I put on, fire, you know, the whole, Hume Beavis.
Oh, yeah.
So, because, like, the whole intro with Samuel L. Jackson and, like, the kind of fire, thing going on. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was...
What's that?
Oh, no, go on.
I was going to say the thing I thought was pretty funny about his opener was the fact that they just kept grabbing quotes from his movies.
Yeah,
It was making me laugh because it was like the problem that I have with the VGAs is who they usually get as the host. Because the host, like Zachary Levi, is the guy who goes, "I'm a geek and a nerd because everyone says I'm a geek and a nerd."
Mm-hmm.
Not I feel like I am or I've made that distinction. He is the guy that says, or then Sam Jackson is the guy that's like in the pre-show, which killed me. Was they asked him like, "What video games do you play?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't really play video games. I mean, maybe some sports games every once in a while."
Right.
I'm like, what? Why are you hosting the VGAs then? So it's just been like that. Like Jack Black when he hosted, yeah, that was cool, I guess. But just for the most part, their hosts suck.
Yeah.
I love Sam Jackson. I think Zachary Levi is a cool dude, and I love Tenacious D. But it's just,
Yeah. Oh, I see this picture now. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't up on stream yet. Hang on, let it pop up first. Or I guess technically, even if it's delayed, it's still...
Right. Yeah.
There it is. I can see it.
Yeah. Huh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I interviewed Allie Hillis at SAC Anime in... It was January of this year. And then I interviewed Jennifer Hale at the summer one of this year.
Nice. Man, I am... The later the years, and like I'm just getting more jealous of just like you interviewed those two, and now they're off and becoming big.
Oh, I was talking to, I don't remember who I was talking to, but there's a very good chance that I could interview Kevin Conroy this year.
Oh my god.
Next.
Yeah. I need to hop on that. Steal your thunder.
So my next tweet after that was pretty excited for the Stick of Truth, which is it was not necessarily an announcement, because I think the only two, I'm looking through my tweets right now, and I think the only two announcements that they really showed during the show was, let's see, so they had a trailer for Phantom Pain.
Yeah, that looked very, yes, that looks so cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was they released the release date for The Last of Us, which is May 7th.
Yes, but she looks so good.
They showed a trailer for Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, which I tweeted like looks the same as the first,
except in modern day. Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm looking through. Oh my god. So there's one point where I just posted, "What the fuck am I watching?" #VGA. Right after Damon Wayans came out and introduced Snoop Lion.
Yeah.
Which, fuck you, dude.
I don't know.
So one of the coolest bits that they showed was a premiere trailer for some DLC for Assassin's Creed 3.
Yes,
of King Washington.
That looks so good. Oh man, okay, so I love the fact that they're going in this opposite batshit crazy direction of George Washington being a tyrant. It's like that is cool. I love that. Oh man.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things in the world is experiencing a world, seeing like how this place exists, and then having a what if.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I read big events in the Marvel universe and they come out with the what ifs, I have to read the what ifs.
Oh yeah.
And in Adventure Time, when Jake went to the you get to see this alternate universe, or when Fiona and Cake come in, like I love that shit.
Oh yes, definitely.
Which is why people are like, I don't know how you're not watching Fringe. I'm like, I don't know either. So when they announced that, and I love Assassin's Creed 3, I was just like, win.
Yeah, I know. It's
win. I don't care how much. I don't care how. Just win.
Right. Yeah. So. Man. Yeah. That's such an awesome trailer.
Gears of War Judgment. They showed some stuff from that, and it looks like Gears of War 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really, the visuals didn't really look that impressive. I mean, I'm going to play it because I think that what they've done with the multiplayer looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what they've done with, my apologies. I think that what they've done with, how it's a prequel, and we don't have to deal with, the Lambent, like we did in number 3. It's just fun. It's kind of it's to me, Gears of War Judgment is basically Halo Reach.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm excited. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's another Gears game. I mean, it's going to be good. We're going to play anyways, but it's it didn't quite I guess had an impact on me. Just
Yeah.
It just it is what it is.
What do you think of the Tomb Raider trailer they showed? So a lot of people are like weird. Like, somebody asked if I was excited for the game, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna be great. And people were like, really?
Yeah.
I'm a Tomb Raider kind of guy, and I'm like, so?
Yeah, I mean,
it looks good.
It does look good. I am still a bit cautious about the game. I feel that, I like the direction they're going with. I like the kind of Tomb Raider, not being as powerful as she once was, and then in a process to reboot the series again. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the game. I want to play it first before I have a good sense of what's it about. But yeah, I mean, it's.
I just think that when you play the first Tomb Raider game, one of the things about it that's very off-putting is when you get to a point in the game and all of a sudden you're fighting dinosaurs. It's very what the fuck am I doing? But at the time, I remember just being like, it's a video game, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3D. The biggest thing about that game were her boobs.
Yeah.
Polygon boobs.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care that there were dinosaurs in it. But you look back now and you're just like, what the fuck were they going for? Like, were they going for? Because the thing about what I think is really funny is a lot of people give grief to Uncharted because of the supernatural elements in the stories.
Right. Right.
And I go, hold on though. If Lara Croft and Uncharted are modeling after Indiana Jones, then that all makes fucking sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like the thing is, though, is like as I'm playing the trailer on stream, is that they've really gone back and they kind of evaluated who Tomb Raider really or Lara Croft really is. Is she really this kind of wealthy kind of badass chick that we've known for years, or is she something a bit more than that? So I really like the idea of what they're going with. I just feel that I need to see. I want to play the game. I want to so I just have a good sense of what it's about. I'm still kind of on the fringe of if I'm bored or not with the game.
Yeah, I mean I think that. Because when did it have a release date? I'm watching the trailer right now on your stream, and I don't remember if they had a release date on it.
I don't think they announced a release date. If I were to guess, it'd probably be next year.
I'm thinking next year, either in March or fall.
Yeah, because majority of the games that they were showing, we're obviously going to be for next year or further than that even. How the hell does she do that? It's like she shoots a crossbow or an arrow onto that wooden stag and she could pulse it down. It's like, how the hell did she get the strength to do that?
It's again video game.
I know.
You gotta suspend disbelief.
Yeah. And then you see some ritual guy in it there too. It's like, okay,
there's a whole moment I think in Uncharted 3. I think it's Uncharted 3, where Drake is literally being protected by planks of wood by tank blast. I'm like, no, doesn't work that way. But whatever.
Right.
He don't matter for nothing. Let's see, what else did they... I think one of the funniest things that I posted on tonight was, I said the greatest game of the decade goes to Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
Then immediately after I went, are we going to get an announcement? And then as soon as they accepted their award, I went, nope.
Yeah, that was... like we said before, they just took the award, went upstage, it's like, thanks, and then left. Gabe Newell he made an appearance there, but it's just he was just hanging out. So, yeah. I wish, we're all wishing, but we all know what's gonna happen. They're gonna release Half-Life 3 when the new Source engine goes up, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the only other thing they showed a world premiere trailer for was BioShock Infinite, and that's easily out of all the games that they showed.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
I can't. Oh,
yeah,
so excited.
that game looks so good. Although I will say the new DLC for the Spartan Ops looks really good too. I really enjoy what they're doing with that.
Yeah, no, I agree too. I didn't tweet about that because I was kind of like, why are they showing a trailer for it? I don't know. Let's play it.
Right.
I think what's funny about the Spartan Ops thing, I was telling someone else this, was I'm kind of worried, and I'll explain my worry.
Okay.
So one of the developers of Spartan Ops was talking about how they really want to add in new levels, new level designs, new areas for players to play in while they're doing the Spartan Ops.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that they don't want to basically just add in stuff. So what I'm assuming is going to happen, what I hope is going to happen, is that when Season 2 or the rest of Season 1 comes out, they are not going to add in the DLC that they're going to come out with in December. Actually, this upcoming Monday. Mm-hmm. That the 3 levels that are there do not show up in the rest of Season 1. What I want them to do is take the maps that are either in multiplayer or the 3 that are in the Forge mode,
right,
and somehow put those into it, also take other sections of the main campaign and put those into it. Because let me tell you what, there's a lot of spots they could take from.
Yeah.
So I think if they do this right, they're not going to piss off a lot of people. But if they do it wrong, there's going to be a lot of mad people. Because people are not going to want to basically like, what happens in the rest of season 1? Because I'll tell you what, the episode 5 ends in a big cliffhanger. I don't know if you've played episode 5.
No, I haven't. I'm actually going to play some tonight. Actually, like if you go to play the Spartan Ops missions, do they still show the I guess the videos along with it, or
No, there's the CGI episodes, and then there's the 5 chapters that correspond with it.
Oh, okay.
That was another thing that I was having a conversation with a friend about. Was a lot of conversations about this. The episodes, the chapters that you play. I am so sorry.
No, it's fine. After last night, Jesus.
The chapters that you play don't like. There's some chapters that have nothing to do with what's going on. You just go down to like grab an item.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are parts that do directly associate. So like in episode 1, the CGI episode is mainly about how the UNSC Infinity has been is still on or near Requiem, trying to get as much information as they can. This is sometime after the main campaign, and you're sent in to take care of a terrorist. When you get to the last chapter, you get to a spot where like you find out the Covenant and the Prometheans are working together.
Right.
And so there's actually a line where Sarah Palmer's like, "Oh my God, I didn't know this. It's crazy."
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you find this artifact. Well, that artifact actually becomes a huge linchpin for the rest of the series. And there are moments, like, basically the first 4 chapters in episode 1 don't feel important. Don't feel like you've done anything. As a matter of fact, it doesn't feel like you've done anything until the end of chapter 5.
Right.
And episode 2 is almost no different. So, as my friend pointed out, and he made a very good point, it's as if when you play the levels, you're a small part of the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is the CGI episodes. Realistically, you could watch just the CGI episodes and never play the chapters, and you'd be fine.
That's true. That is true.
But those episodes do have some threads, so it's kind of like it works and it's fun. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see. Going through the other tweets that happened. Okay, so I made some tweets about because I didn't know about the character, the character nominees, and Claptrap was one of them, and I think Claptrap was the obvious choice. I think because like everybody loves him. I would have voted for him if we would have voted on it. But yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, Claptrap. Yeah. And then right after I put the if is just like Alba High. Now, I look back on my TV and again it's replaying the whole entire award thing again. What was the point of Snoop Lion being there? Like, like he was because not only does he just like say a few things or like for a nomination, but like he comes in like on that throne, like they're like fire comes out the top. He's like surrounded by women. It's yeah.
No, that's when I had posted on Twitter. What the fuck am I watching?
Yeah. That was
weird.
That was like odd. I will say though that because I thought it was like to coincide Tekken Tag too because he helped make the song for it. Wow.
Sorry, I just love that picture. It's so creepy looking.
Right, right. But yeah, that was weird. What was it? Let's see, I'm going through. So Dark Souls 2 was announced. That was like the next thing I tweeted. That CG looks so cool. um, is it going to be a game I'm going to play? Hell no, because there's balls.
I don't like. Yeah, somebody mentioned like, oh, I'm so excited for Dark Souls 2, and I'm like, did you really love Dark Souls 1?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's probably a great game. Mm-hmm. I just don't like games that punish the shit out of me while I'm trying to have fun.
Yeah, like, I mean, here's the thing. Oh wow. Like here's the thing. Like, I think that there's still it's like the Mega Man kind of thing. Like people loved Mega Man and it was like hard as hell, depending on which Mega Man you played. But like say the original one, and people loved it. Regardless of how difficult it was to keep going. It's still Dark Souls kind of has that itch where it's hard as hell, but like if you keep going at it, you eventually progress to the point to where that you're able to beat the game eventually. So. Come on, you. Aw. I'm trying to put in Dark Souls 2 on screen, but it's not letting me.
Yeah, I see you looking for it.
Yeah.
And, like, you clicked on one, it was like, nope, you don't get it.
Yeah, oh, balls. Just do that. So, let's see. What was some of the stuff that you were kind of popping up at this time, like?
Not much. I mean, like, towards the end, I just didn't care. It looked like Zoe Saldana had gotten to, like, she just ran from the car into the stage.
Yeah.
Like, it pretty much looked like to me she was like, I was late, but I'm here, it's okay. I love you guys. Okay, whew. Woo! Like, it kind of looked like that's how her demeanor was.
Mm-hmm.
And she even said something, too, like, I almost didn't make it. Pinky face. Like, oh, it's okay, Zoe. You're cute and badass at the same time. You're fine.
Yeah. What was it?
I think that Tenacious D put on a fucking kick-ass little piece.
Yeah, it was great. I just wish they didn't like freaking like mute them every once in a while.
Oh my god, that was so fucking frustrating. Like
it was.
And there was a part where Sam Jackson went off script for a second and then said fucking, but he said it so quick they didn't bleep it. It was great.
Yeah.
Also, just throwing this out here, but all of the little Sam Jackson being in video games.
Yeah.
There was a few that were great. There was a few that I loved, but there was a couple that I'm just like, they were so bad. Like the one for Halo was awful.
Yeah, that was all right.
There was actually both of the Halo ones were terrible. The character of the year and the one with Sam Jackson in it were just
I mean, like I think that I think like 343 was like taking Master Chief in a very I guess comical way, or they tried to. It was just kind of funny how that ended up. But what was it? Yeah, there was a few good ones in there. Like I liked The Walking Dead. That was cool. What was it? I'm trying to think. I remember Minecraft. That was funny. I like the Minecraft one.
No, I actually hated the Minecraft one. I will say this right now. I hated the Minecraft one.
Why? Because is it because it was cliche in some ways?
Oh yeah, it was. What it looked like to me is, first off, he hated being in Minecraft, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Secondly, when the guy started doing the Gangnam Style thing, I couldn't tell if he was angry because the Gangnam Style part,
right,
or the fact that he was just still pissed off he was in. It just wasn't good. Like I didn't like it.
Right.
So I just didn't care for it.
Mhm. I hear you. Let's see. What else did I tweet during this time?
Guess I shouldn't say hate. I just didn't enjoy
Right.
it.
Oh, so I think the awkward parts that were in the VGAs was kind of weird. Was like when they cut to the game trailer studio and they were like asking someone of the game journalism, like like what do you think about this this event, and from zero to nerdgasm, where are you at? It's like
Oh my god, that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about when I was kept saying the fucking VGAs.
yeah, seriously, that was annoying. I mean, that's
Like,
yeah.
I like Allison Aislip. I think that she is a cool girl. When she was on Attack of the Show and other things that she's done, I'm like, okay, you're a cute, legitimate geek girl. I like you. You're cool. But when like she was interviewing everybody, and she would do those typical things that Zachary Levi, who is faux geek in my opinion,
Yeah.
was having her say, I'm just like, oh, damn. It's like, it's almost as if he's gotten to the point where he doesn't really play any of these games anymore. So the only time he has games for are the blockbuster ones, not the indie ones, the ones that legitimately should get played.
Right. Right.
So just I don't know, just ugh. Blah.
Yeah. Yeah. There were some things that got right with this, and then there's other things that got obviously wrong. What else?
Yeah, I don't know. Like there wasn't it was entertaining, but there wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean,
Neil Patrick Harris was in it for like a millisecond.
yeah,
Which that was another scene that I did not like at all.
yeah, yeah. I didn't really say much for obvious reasons, but um, I think like I don't think there was much as far as like oh shit moments or kind of like a haha funny moment. I think that the only oh shit moments were like probably when they announced some of the awards that we were kind of shocked to see it win.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
yeah.
think that it was overall not too shabby, as I said earlier. Surprising, winners for certain awards.
Right. Right.
Some I totally saw coming.
Yeah. Definitely.
But no, I'm happy for Telltale Games getting both Studio of the Year and Game of the Year. I think that they deserve it. They worked really hard on that game and made a product that not only, as I said last night, not only caters to a certain the zombie loving crowd, but also doesn't piss off fanboys by fucking with the canon that they already know.
Right. Right.
So it's really smart in that fashion. So I think that because they did that, they deserve it.
Definitely. Definitely. I wholeheartedly agree.
There's other games I think deserve it more.
Yeah, I hear
they
you.
deserve it.
Gotcha. Probably the last thing we're gonna go over before we close out this kind of post VGA talk is the announcements and trailers that were shown. We kind of quickly talked about a few. Which ones in particular were you? I mean, like we both agreed that Bioshock Infinite was really awesome. It was great.
Yeah.
What were some other ones that you were kind of digging at the time?
I was really digging. What was it called? The weird one with the flaming whale.
Yeah, that was
The something pain, the Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain. Yeah.
I was digging that because I couldn't the thing about that one. I couldn't figure out what the hell it was.
Yeah, I know.
And I think that's what had my interest so hardcore was like, what is this game? Like, what's going on? There's so many questions, so many things. I think the other one that I had a lot of thoughts about while watching it was The Last of Us. Whereas everything we had seen up until this point didn't really show any interactions with other humans or people, for that matter, that weren't either trying to kill them or infected.
Right.
I mean, the first trailer we saw was, just that, a CGI trailer where, she's cowering behind something and he's like, shh. And then the one we saw at E3 where, there's an actual full gameplay sequence. And now we actually get to see, there's other characters, there's military type of stuff, there's people, why is certain things happening in this game the way that they are? So I think that game is very exciting to me.
Yes.
I want to check out.
And you know what the thing was? I was looking at specifically is because the guy you're playing has he doesn't have an arm or partially an arm. Like he has like that the handicap thing he has on his arm. The
Oh, you're talking about painful or not painful, but Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
I was talking about Last of Us.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry.
With other people being in it, because
Right,
we didn't
right.
see anything. Yeah. That was no Phantom Pain. That was the first thing we ever saw of Phantom Pain. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I totally agree with you with The Last of Us. Like we have not seen much of anything else aside from the two main characters surviving in this world. So, more Last of Us. I'm excited for. Let's yeah, woo. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think. As far as I think I'm trying to think any other trailers that were shown or footage.
Nothing. I mean, nothing really like super stood out to me. I wasn't that excited. I mean, like, first off, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, like, I just don't care.
Yeah, nor do I. I mean, like, it got a good review on the last one, but not particularly my taste.
I think the Dark Souls 2 trailer looked amazing, but it definitely comes down to I'm not going to end up playing that game just because,
Right.
The trailer was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't think there isn't really much. Really, I'm trying to think as far as like what other any.
Does the South Park game look like a turn-based RPG to you?
No, actually, I want to say actually, I want to say yes. Actually, I want to say yes because like at first I'm thinking about it, and then it didn't look like it quite when I was showing the trailer, but I think it is. Or it could be in the same vein as Castle Crashers, so it could be that too.
Yeah, I think honestly that it is an RPG, and I'll explain why. When I've heard a lot of people talk about this game, and the developers and Matt and Trey have talked about it and said that it keeps really close to the show in animation purposes. And I think when it comes to that, you can only do certain types. And I think in Castle Crashers form, it could work, but I don't think that a beat 'em up is really where South Park needs to go.
Right.
I think because when you watch certain moments in that trailer that they showed, there's moments where like there's all like the characters that on one side of the screen, and then like just random looking characters on the other side. And so that's why I kept saying it looks like an RPG.
Yeah.
Which, if that is the case, if it is a role-playing, or not an RPG, but a turn-based RPG, and you get to create your kid, the new kid on the block, and I am absolutely 100% stoked for the game then.
Yes, I agree. Like the game looked. I mean, like the comedy in the game looks funny, and also like I like how the direction they're going with it. It just I think the part that got me cracking up particularly was like one of the parts where like Jesus comes flying in the middle of the screen, and like he comes and like shoots people up with just with a machine gun.
Yeah, I think that Jesus. They show like it was a quick thing with Mr. Hankey. I saw Towley there. I saw Moses, which looks like the thing from Tron. I saw all of them in those sequences where it was like it looked like the turn-based parts. So I think they're like summons or special attacks.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So I want if the RPG elements or the actual like because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it's a turn-based game where you go around South Park and you talk to characters, much like an RPG. And then when you go on quote-unquote quests is when you do a lot of like random fighting sequences. So I don't know. It looks really cool. I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to play it. And it's still on my GameFly queue,
right?
And there's no date of release yet.
Right, I hear you.
Did they show a release date on that trailer?
I don't think they did.
I'm going to Wikipedia right now.
Okay.
because the trolls have left apparently.
They got bored.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just like popping random images on my stream right now.
I stopped watching your stream for a moment. Let me see, what are you doing? Whoa! Oh, it's Dr. Venture and a girl with a cat.
Yes.
May. It comes out in May sometime. So.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'll definitely check it out. It looks a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it. Like, I can't think of anything else as far as, like, you know, the only, you know, I'll say this again, is like, the VGAs this year was better than we expected, and we underestimated the voting that the judges
absolutely
were doing this year. And I think this kind of sets a precedent for next year that, you know, don't underestimate us, as, you know, we know we're doing type of deal.
Also, we should let them know to not go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah.
Stick to the rivers and the lakes that they're used to.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for totally just railroading my horrible comment.
Sorry, man. It's
okay.
What was I saying? I think that they went in a good direction this year, and I think that is a good stepping stone for next year, and hopefully we'll get closer to what we hopefully want to see one day. But yeah, what do you think, man?
I think that next year is going to be great. I think that you know, we apparently are getting to a point where the voting group is looking at us as an art. Mm-hmm. I mean, Walking Dead, a game that is technically a point-and-click adventure, and Journey have swept the board.
Oh, yes.
That definitely. These big games like, yeah, okay, Halo 4 won, like, 2 awards, and Mass Effect 3 won, 1, and Borderlands 2 won a couple, but it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing to see these lower-end games, as some would consider them, to win out.
Right.
I mean, there are tweets that people are, livid that, you know, Black Ops 2 didn't win anything. Mm-hmm. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2 didn't win because it's not that great of a game.
Yeah. And, it showed, again, we had these a wide range of judges from various game websites give their input on who should win an award, and I'm glad that Black Ops 2 didn't win an award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think, you know, in my other personal opinion, I think that it was too early for a video game award show because certain games that did come out this year weren't put in because they came out in December, whereas apparently that's when, between, I guess, January 1st and November 30th, 31st, so I don't know what day it ends in. Mm-hmm. Apparently that's the gaming year. So anything that comes out this month, fuck off.
Yeah.
And that irritates me because I think that Voss from Far Cry 3 is just as awesome of a villain as Handsome Jack.
Yeah. I agree, and I haven't played the game yet, but yeah, just going off the trailers and what I've seen so far,
if you're really interested in checking out Voss, you should go to Machinima's website and watch the playlist of the Far Cry experience. There's 4 episodes with Christopher Mintz-Plasse, mm-hmm. who plays McLovin. There's 4 episodes of that, and then there's, I think, 8 torture videos because, spoiler alert, Christopher Mintz-Plasse gets captured and then buried up to his neck in sand. Mm. But throughout the entire time that the torture videos are going on, at the end he'd say go to Facebook, and Voss would either say it or it would show it in the video. But go to Facebook and vote on Christopher's fate.
Nice.
And so either it was really funny was whether you voted yes or no on him living or not, mm-hmm. he's still going to die. Simply because, and the reason I know this is because there's an actual Easter egg in the game on one of the beaches on one of the islands where it actually looks just like the cover at a certain angle.
Oh, wow.
Without Voss.
Nice. That's awesome.
So it's definitely worth checking out just because, A, it's fucking hilarious, and B, it really gives you a good insight to who Voss is.
Right, right. Okay.
So
Awesome. But yeah, thanks for joining me for this kind of on the fly post VGA talk on Twitch channel.
yes, thank you to our one listener.
Two. Well,
C60. Well, I'm the second technically.
oh, okay. Oh, I thought I was. No, I'm on here. Oh, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for.
Barbaric Chubrock is me.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
See? Me.
Actually, you know what? Let me. I'm gonna mod. Wait. No, I'll do it in a minute. Since I'm just gonna mod you in a minute, so you can be a mod in my room. But anyways, thanks for joining me. Thank you guys who are listening, or if you are not listening, then this will be on YouTube, thanks to Twitch. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us. So if you can follow me on Twitter at Defective Naruto. You can follow all the work we do for Mission Start Podcast on our website. Is at www.missionstartpodcast.com, and as you can see on stream, there is our Twitter, our YouTube, our Facebook, and our iTunes. If you want to check that out. Greg, where can they find you at?
You can follow me on Tumblr and Twitter at ChubRockGeek. You can follow my blog on YouTube called The Geek Losing It, and you can listen to my podcast, The Overtime, on artisticalliance.org.
Awesome, sweetness. All right, that's gonna do it for us. So.